Hey Jessica, I just got done cleaning up the house for the time being. I bought you that pregnancy pillow you wanted too.
Thanks, Kevin. You're the best. I bet I'll sleep like a baby now.
You finished up at the salon yet? You said you'd be heading back around the evening, right? Want me to come pick you up? Your stomach's the size of a hot air balloon. I bet moving around must be tough for you these days. I don't mind coming to get you if you want me to, babe.
About that. I'll be done at the salon soon, but my friends just messaged me asking if I want to join her out for a meal later on. So I'm gonna head straight out to meet her from the salon. Thanks for the offer though, sweetie.
Oh, you said you wanted macaroni and cheese today. I was gonna make you some. I even went and bought the ingredients.
Oh, sorry, hun. Can we do a rain check on the macaroni cheese until your next day off work? I don't have any plans then.
Sure thing. The next day off it is. If you're going out for a meal, does that mean you'll be back late? I don't want you walking around in the dark while you're that pregnant. Let me know when you're ready to come home, and I'll drive out and get you.
Oh, it's fine. My friend said she'd drop me off. Don't worry about it. Just relax and enjoy your day off.
I see. In that case, I'm gonna chill on the sofa with a bottle of Bud and watch the football.
Sounds like fun. Sorry again, honey. I feel bad knowing you went out and bought me all that stuff. But the baby will be here soon, and I wanted to see my friend again one last time before our lives changed forever.
Fair enough. You did say you wanted to see her before the birth. Things will never be the same again, that's for sure. It'll probably be harder to make time to see people when we've got the little one to look after, so it's probably for the best that you fit it in now while there's still room to breathe. Don't sweat it, babe. I hope you have a good time.
Thank you. I intend to have a blast. Sensibly, of course. I'm gonna enjoy my freedom as much as I can while I still have it.
Jeez, you make it sound like a prison sentence. I'll be around to help out with the baby when I can, you know. We'll make sure you always have time for yourself, okay? I promise.
Thanks, honey. You're so kind and dependable. I feel lucky to have you. All right, well, I'm gonna go gossip and enjoy some delicious food with my friend now.
Alright. If you start feeling uneasy or nauseous or anything, just give me a shout, and I'll be out in a jiffy. I'll make sure I don't get too drunk to drive.
I will, thanks. You need some you time as well, though. Don't forget that, honey. You don't have to do all the housework every single day on my behalf. I'm still capable of doing some things myself, albeit very slowly. All work and no play makes Kevin a stressed boy.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I can assure you Kevin doesn't mind. I've been going out in the van at work doing countryside deliveries every day lately, so I'm more than refreshed enough as it is. I want to do everything I can to make this whole thing as stress-free as it can be for you. No amount of housework could compare to the toll 9 months of pregnancy followed by childbirth must take on your mind and body. I can't make that any easier for you, but there are some things I can do, and I intend to do them to the best of my ability.
You're so dependable.
Besides, you're going back to your parents' place for a home birth, so you won't be around at the house much longer.
This again? I thought you'd be over the whole home birth thing by now.
Your parents live a long way away, which means I'm not going to be able to make it for the birth because of my work schedule.
Maybe not, but don't worry. I'll be home a month later. It'll fly by and we'll be together again before you know it. Surely you can bear to be without me for just a little while?
I want to meet my baby when it's born, not a month later. Maybe I should go on leave from work after all.
No, that just won't do. You said it yourself. Your company's just about to enter the busiest time of year. They need you there, Kevin. You can spend all the time you want with the baby when I come home. Do your job, slacker.
Fine, point taken. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to get to work on making your lunchbox for tomorrow. This time, it's honey roast ham with cheddar and sun-dried tomatoes in a soft, thick crust bread.
Sounds delish. Can't wait, honey. Thanks a bunch.
All right, catch you later. Have fun with your friend. Don't do anything too crazy.
I won't. You too, sweetie. Enjoy your chill time, okay? It's not often you get a full day off, so make the most of it.
Jessica, are you already on your way to your folks' place?
Yep, I'm just at the airport at the minute. I'm waiting for the boarding announcement.
Are you feeling okay? Nothing feels out of the ordinary?
I'm fine.
I want you to message me as soon as you land.
Geez, Kevin, of course I will. You'll be home late from work today, though, right? What was it again? Didn't you say all the guys from the office are throwing a leaving party for Richard from sales? I'll probably be asleep by then, so I won't be able to message you. I hope you don't mind.
That's cool. I don't plan on staying out that late, though. It's not like we're going to be dancing on the table until the early hours. Not like the good old days.
Really? But you never go out drinking. Don't you want to make the most of it? I really don't mind if you let your hair down every now and then. I think it might do you good. I'll be safe and sound under the watchful eye of my mom and dad, so there's really nothing stopping you from letting loose and going wild. Remember, this might be the last chance you get before the baby's born.
I'd rather chill at home.
Oh, you say that, but you and Richard get on like a house on fire. Don't you want to make his send-off one that he never forgets? You always used to have him over at the house for beer and football. This is his leaving party, Kevin. He only gets one. He'd probably be upset if you left early, so I want you to make sure he has a good time.
We got along great until about a year ago, but ever since then he's kind of been a bit, how do you put this, cold and distant? We don't talk nearly as much as we used to.
Oh, I see. I had no idea. Now that you mention it, he hasn't been over to the house for ages.
Something tells me he's been thinking about leaving the company for a while. It probably has something to do with that. But even still, I wish he would have talked to me. We were supposed to be friends, but one day he showed up at the office and it was suddenly like we were strangers.
He always struck me as the serious type. You know, like he had a strong sense of responsibility. He probably just feels bad about leaving you all behind. It's a shame, though. I always liked him. It would have been nice to see him one last time before he left.
I'll pass on the kind words. He'll like that. I'll tell him he's welcome at our place anytime, once things have calmed down for him at his new job. Whether he'll come or not is another question, but at least I'll let him know that there's no hard feelings.
Good idea, babe. I think you should. Oh, it looks like people are lining up to board the plane. Gotta shoot!
Okay, babe. Safe flight. Send my love to your parents. Morning, Martha. How are you? It's Kevin.
Kevin? Hi, it's been a while. I'm doing well, thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm not so bad, thanks.
It's not like you to message me. Is everything okay? Did something happen?
I wanted to send you guys some money to help out with your living costs, what with having Jessica over and all. But she said you didn't need it and turned me down. I still really want you to have it, though.
Living cost?
Yeah, well, it's been really kind of you to take her in for the home birth, and you've always been really supportive towards us both. I know you might not necessarily need it, but I'd be really happy if you let me give you some money to help out. It breaks my heart that I couldn't get away from work for long enough to be there for the due date, so I'm counting on you guys to look after Jessica until the birth. There's nothing I can do stuck back at home, so I'd really appreciate it if you'd accept this money. I feel like then I could at least be of some use.
Wait, what? Hang on a sec. Huh? I haven't heard anything about a home birth. Jessica's not at our house.
What? But she left home to go stay with you yesterday. She even messaged me saying she arrived at your place. She messaged me an hour ago, saying that you just made her pancakes for breakfast.
We don't even have any pancakes. Jessica's not here with us, Kevin, I assure you. Did she really say she was coming back here for a home birth? Is this some kind of April Fool's joke? No, it's September. What's going on, Kevin?
I'm not joking. She said she was staying with you and your husband until a month after the birth. She said you guys had discussed this at length and had it all planned for a while. She left the house yesterday. She even kept me updated on when her flight departed and landed. Have you heard from her at all?
She never mentioned anything about a home birth. She did confide in me about something a little while ago, though.
Something?
I'm sorry, Kevin. I feel awful to have to ask you this, but am I right in thinking things between you and my daughter haven't been going so well lately?
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Huh? Am I wrong? She said things were so bad she was considering divorce.
Say what now? Divorce? What the hell? We haven't even argued since she fell pregnant. I mean, I'm not sure if I can call this a fight, but the only kind of friction we've had over the last 9 months was when I disagreed with her going to live with you guys for a home birth, because it would mean I couldn't be there for it. But it never got out of hand, and I'm super grateful for Jessica and everything she does for me. I'm looking forward to the birth more than anything.
That's funny. She told me you haven't so much as lifted a finger when it comes to things like helping her get around or doing things around the house. She said you're constantly out getting drunk and gambling with your friends.
What the heck? That's just not true. Sure, I had a few drinks last night, but that was only because work was throwing a leaving party for one of my coworkers. And there was certainly no gambling involved. It's the first time I've been out drinking in half a year. I was hardly hyped about the idea, but I've known the guy for years, and I would have felt bad if I wasn't there for his send-off party. Besides, I rush home from work as early as I possibly can every day to help out with the housework.
Really, Kevin? Are you telling me the truth?
I swear on my life I am. None of this makes any sense. Why would she tell you all these lies about me? She's been messaging me like everything was going along, just like she said the whole time.
Do you think she could be planning to run away from home?
Surely, if that was the case, she wouldn't bother replying to me at all.
Good point. I wonder what on earth could be going on with her. Listen, Kevin, I'm a firm believer that marriage is based on openness, trust, and communication, which is why I told her I think she should talk things through with you. I said there was a chance you might change after the baby was born, and advised her not to make any brash decisions. I said she should take some time to think things through and see how everything plays out.
I see.
I'll be honest with you. I have absolutely no idea why Jessica would lie like this, but maybe she just needs some time. Would you mind holding off and controlling her for a little while? Maybe I can get to the bottom of this without any fireworks going off. The fact that she's still messaging you must mean she hasn't decided to divorce you just yet. I'm gonna give her a call now. I won't mention anything about what you just told me for the time being. Let's see if we can't figure out what's going on here.
Alright. She probably wouldn't tell me where she was, or where she really was, even if I asked her right now. It's probably for the best that you be the one to do this. I hate to trouble you, Martha, but please, do what you can.
Trouble? Don't be silly. This is yours, my daughter's, and my grandchild's lives we're talking about here. I'm sorry she lied to you. You must be beside yourself with worry.
Yeah, I can't deny it. I'm desperate to know what's going on. But if she's stressed, I don't want to make it even worse by bombarding her with questions and making her feel pressured. If she feels like I'm not giving her enough space, then she might never come home again. I want to avoid that at all costs.
You're right. We have to avoid potentially agitating her and making her do something drastic. Don't worry. I'll be as polite and indirect as possible when I call her. I'll just see if I can figure out where she is at the time being. I won't pressure her for any explanations.
Got it. That sounds good.
I'll be in touch as soon as I know anything. All right, Kevin. Leave it with me.
Hey, sweetie! Did you see the pic of our daughter I sent earlier? How cute is she?
Yep.
Yep. I just gave birth to your daughter, Kevin. I knew it. You've been depressed ever since I went to my mom and dad's for the home birth, haven't you?
I don't know. Am I depressed?
You must be. Aren't you being a blunt considering I just gave birth to our daughter?
Sorry, I'm a little tired.
Have you been overdoing it at work? I do wish you'd remember to chill out every now and then.
Right.
Anyway, it's about our daughter's name. We have to decide on something soon. We have to register the birth certificate. Do you mind if I decide the name? I kind of already have something in mind.
Knock yourself out. I'd prefer if you held off on filling in the birth certificate for now, though.
Huh? Why?
I need you to hand in divorce papers first.
Huh? Divorce papers? Why?
I think you know exactly why.
What's that supposed to mean? Of course I don't know why. Have you lost your mind? None of what you're saying makes any sense. Why? Why would we get a divorce? Our daughter was born 3 days ago. What's gotten into you, baby? Are you drunk?
I'm sober as a judge. What's gotten into me is that I know that kid's not mine.
What? Of course she's yours. What are you talking about? No way. Oh my god, did you meet someone else while I've been away with my parents?
Nah, you're the one who met someone else.
What's that supposed to mean? How could I? I've been pregnant for the last 9 months.
You cheated on me before the pregnancy. The real dad is my old coworker, Richard.
Huh?
I also know everything you said about going to live with your parents for a home birth was a big steaming pile of bullcrap. I know you gave birth at the hospital you've been going to for checkups all this time. I know you were at Loverboy Richard's house until the very moment you went into labor. I know everything.
No way. Where are you getting this all from? It's not true, baby. Surely you must have heard that from my mom about me being with her and Dad?
That's only because you put her up to it. You said things weren't going well between us and you needed some space. So you asked her to go along with your act that you were going back to stay with her. Me and your mom know everything. We know you've been at Richard's house this whole time.
I don't understand.
I got in touch with your mom the day after you left. When I did, she told me you were nowhere to be seen and that she didn't know anything about a home birth. Our wires got crossed in the confusion, but eventually it became clear something fishy was going on. She agreed to try and figure out where you were.
What? You mean you and my mom tricked me?
You've got some nerve to accuse me of trickery after getting plowed by some other dude behind my back and lying to me for over a year? Apparently you told your mom you were staying at a friend's house for a while because you needed some space to clear your head. But I did some digging, and it turns out you've been at my old coworker Richard's house the whole time. My jaw almost hit the floor. In spite of that, you sent me this bullshit messages every day about how you were relaxing and taking it easy at your mom and dad's place. My world got flipped turned upside down in an instant.
No, you've got this all wrong. I just ended up at Richard's by chance. It's not what you're thinking. I bumped into him randomly when I was taking some time to clear my head and think about what to do. We got talking and, well, he offered me his spare room.
Cut the crap! Why the heck would he offer you his spare room in the first place?
Well, I kinda told him I wasn't sure if me and you had a future together. I said I needed some space to clear my head, and well, that's when he offered.
Even if all that was true, why the hell would you actually say yes? There were any number of places you could have gone if you needed space. What about your parents? What about your friends? Your story reeks of bullcrap.
But if I went to stay with my parents, I just knew my mom would be bombarding me with questions about what was going on between us, and I didn't want to burden my friends either. I just thought it would make things more complicated than they already were. That's why I didn't tell my parents anything.
Why are you still going? Didn't I already tell you to cut the crap? I finally know now why Richard started being so cold and distant with me last year. And why he left the company. 'Cause you guys got caught screwing in the stationery cupboard. If you didn't want to be with me, why not just file for freaking divorce? Why'd you have to betray me and trick me into thinking I was gonna be a dad? What you did is unforgivable.
Please just calm down, Kevin. You've got it all wrong. This is all just one big silly misunderstanding, I swear.
Oh, it's a misunderstanding, is it? Well, guess what? I just called Richard over and told him I wanted the truth.
You did what?
He admitted it. He's the dad.
What? You spoke to Richard?
Yes.
He said he was the dad.
Yes.
I see. Fine. Divorce it is.
You're a disgrace. He told me all about how you forced your way into his house after he said he didn't want anything to do with the kid. Who actually goes to their lover's house while lying to their husband about a home birth at their parents? You're the lowest of the low.
He's the one in the wrong for trying to back out when he realized he got me pregnant. He should man up and take responsibility for what he did. The only reason I went to his house is because I thought he might change his mind after seeing his darling daughter's face. But I'm pleased. At least he finally admits he's the dad now.
Only because I made him. If he didn't admit it, you would have been perfectly happy to bring his daughter back home and played happy families with me raising her, thinking she was my own, wouldn't you?
I hadn't thought that far ahead. But you were super excited about the birth, and I guess I'd be lying if I said it hadn't crossed my mind as an option.
Don't screw around with me, bitch. How much of a fool do you have to make me before you'll be satisfied?
Listen, Kevin, you want the truth? You're a nice guy, but you have no sense of humor. I kind of got bored of how you were always so nice to me. It was like I could snap my fingers and have you do whatever I told you at the drop of a hat. I guess it became pretty apparent to me what a pushover you were after we got married, but what could I do then? I felt like I was trapped. Richard, on the other hand, he's bold, masculine, assertive, and oh so handsome. He's my dream guy. He ticks all the boxes. I always feel so alive when we're together.
Interesting. I see. In that case, you'll be disappointed to know that in spite of him admitting that the kid is his, he still has no intention of marrying you or having anything to do with her.
What? Why?
He said you scare him. He admitted that what he did was messed up and apologized. He said he felt so bad about it that he couldn't bring himself to speak to me, which is why he suddenly went all quiet at work right after it happened. Sorry to have to be the one to break it to you, but he says the best he can do is pay child support.
No way, you've got to be kidding me. He created a life and now he won't even take responsibility for it? He thinks he can worm his way out of this by paying child support?
Why are you surprised? He told me he made it clear he wouldn't be able to have any part in the kid's life. As soon as you told him you were pregnant, he said he didn't think you should go ahead with the pregnancy.
That's easy for a man to say, but he has no idea how horrible that would have been for me. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Besides, how is that fair on the baby? To snatch her life away before she even gets a chance to live it due to the selfish actions of her father?
Ahem, aren't you forgetting her mother too? I couldn't agree more though. I understand how heart-wrenching it must have been for you to even have to think about.
When a man gets a woman pregnant, he should put a ring on her finger.
Even if you were married, it doesn't necessarily guarantee the kid a happy life.
What do you propose I do then? How am I supposed to raise her? Please, Kevin, I can't do this on my own.
Not my problem. Richard seemed really stressed out. He said he felt like the weight of the lies was crushing him. He told me everything. He said he felt awful for the baby, but that he'd be lying if he said he had any interest in marrying you.
Oh my god. Why? Where am I supposed to go from here?
This is what you get for acting so recklessly, with no thought for the consequences. Richard says all communications between you will go through his lawyer from now on. That includes the child support. We're getting a divorce. I'll need your signature on these papers at some point.
Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go now?
Your mom said you were welcome to stay with her and your dad until you had your life back on track. Relax. It's not like you're gonna end up homeless or anything. Not that it would be my problem if you did. Go stay with your parents.
In the middle of nowhere? You mean I have to raise this little girl on my own?
Are you seriously complaining that your parents live in the countryside? You should just be grateful you have somewhere to go. Not all parents will be as forgiving after finding out their daughter did what you did.
No, I can't do this. I can't raise her without a dad. I can't raise her on my own.
You can, and you will. Is this how little you think of your daughter? Children are not some tool to satisfy your lust. This is what you get for trying to use your body to make Richard feel trapped into marrying you. I'm not gonna make any excuses for the guy, but you're in the wrong too.
Kevin, I'm so sorry.
Give it a rest. I don't care.
I've been the world's biggest fool. I should have never betrayed you. This is all my fault.
I'm glad you finally realized.
I betrayed you even though you were always there for me, even though you bent over backwards to make sure I never wanted for anything and that I was always happy. You're a good man and I don't deserve you. I'm so sorry.
You're right. You don't deserve me, which is why we're done. Save the apologies because they won't change anything. There's nothing I can do for you now. You're on your own.
But surely you want to meet your daughter? She's so cute, baby. I just know you're going to love her. Just because you're not related by blood doesn't mean you can't raise her as your own. So, what do you say, honey? Are you gonna step up to the plate?
Step up to the plate and raise another man's offspring?
Please, Kevin, don't be like that. Let's raise her together as a team. I can't bear the thought of losing you.
Would you give it a rest already? You're like a broken record. Do you have any idea how I felt when I found out you lied to me about going back to your folks for a home birth? Do you have any idea how I felt when I found out the reason you lied to me was because you were pregnant with my ex-coworker's daughter? I felt like I was losing my mind.
I'm so sorry. I know I screwed up. I can't tell you how sorry I am, sweetie. I'm filled with nothing but regret, shame, and disgust with myself. You deserve better than this. I'm so sorry.
The time for apologies is past.
But you were so looking forward to the birth. Don't you remember? You were buying me and the baby presents, taking me out shopping, singing her songs as she kicked in my belly. It was just you, me, and her, our little family. This little girl would be overjoyed to call you her daddy. I just know it.
Not happening. The only reason I was excited is because I thought she was my kid.
Kevin, please, I'm sorry. I'll do all of the housework from now on. The house will sparkle like it's never sparkled before. Not just that, but you can leave all of the baby stuff to me. Please, don't divorce me. Anything but divorce. Listen, how about we just try living together for a month at first? Think of it as an experiment. If it doesn't work out, then fine, we can go our separate ways. I'm begging you, won't you at least give us a chance?
A chance? Do you seriously think you deserve another chance after what you did? You had every opportunity to come clean about it. The only reason I found out is because you were sloppy. You made me think I was the father. As if that's bad enough, the only reason you're crawling back to me now is because the actual daddy wouldn't put a ring on your finger. I'd have to be insane to give you another chance.
Kevin, please, please forgive me. I'm begging you, please. I was wrong about you. You're not boring. You're kind and sweet and lovely and charming. You're the greatest guy I know. Please forgive me, sweetie, for the sake of this little girl.
How could we be together now? I'll never believe another word that comes out of your mouth. Stop using the kid as a tool to try and guilt me into providing for you. I couldn't care less about what happens to you now. Let's face it, even if we did get back together, you'd only end up getting bored and cheating again, because I'm such a pushover. I divorced Jessica immediately after that. Of course, she was adamant she wouldn't go along with it at first, but there was no choice her parents would ever let that slide. They gave her the dressing down of a lifetime and forced her to sign the divorce papers while she sobbed uncontrollably. Legend has it her father's yelling could be heard from 7 blocks away. After she got discharged from hospital, she took her daughter and they both started living with her parents while getting by on child support from Richard. I technically owed her half of the money from our house, but since she owed me a hefty sum in compensation, her mom and dad officially prohibited me from giving her a single cent. No objections here. With that, Jessica, under the duress of the cold, disdainful glares from her parents, agreed to call it quits on the money from the house. Last I heard, she'd completely wasted away and is now so emaciated she resembles a Halloween costume more than a human being. Unfortunately for her parents, that means they have to bear the brunt of raising her daughter. However, being the last people on earth to let her sit around her butt doing nothing all day, they ordered her to get a job if she wasn't going to raise her daughter. Luckily for her, she landed a job at her aunt's company, which happened to be short-staffed. I'm not sure if it's because I blocked her, but I got a letter from her the other day begging me to take her back, lamenting that life without me is meaningless and that every day is a struggle. Obviously, I screwed it up and threw it in the bin. To be honest, I'm so over her that I didn't even feel anything when I read it. I'll never have anything to do with her for as long as I live. She had her chance, and she blew it by betraying me in the cruelest way possible. I know this is a big ask for someone like her, but I want her to take responsibility for what she did and give her daughter that upbringing she deserves. In order to give myself a fresh start in life, I finally decided to leave my old company and join the up-and-coming startup that had been trying to headhunt me for the last few months. They've been making waves in the industry, and I know it's early days, but I see myself going places with them. My old job was stable, but I knew that if I carried on with the same dull, dreary old routine any longer, I'd do nothing but dwell on the past. A new challenge is just what I need to take my mind off things and move on to the next chapter of my life. I only started this month, but I'm already finding it rewarding. My new coworkers are all super supportive. I never would have thought it possible, but in spite of what happened, I'm actually happy and fulfilled in my new life. I'm making a point on focusing on doing things that I enjoy and being kind to myself. Hopefully that way I'll be able to forget all about the traitor as soon as possible. I'm still young. I still have my whole life ahead of me. Far from letting it get me down, I'm gonna use this whole experience as an opportunity to build the best, happiest version of myself possible. When you get knocked off your horse, you get right back on it. Every second counts, and there's no time to waste. Let's do this!